Let's start now. The Shadow Sovereign. Arise. What is the difference between a hunter and a king? A hunter kills to survive, but a king kills to command. Sung Jin-Woo stands in the silent, blood-stained throne room of the Knight's Hall. The commander, Igris the Red-Blood, lies dead at his feet, but the system has offered a choice that defies the essence of a hunter. It offers the power of the Shadow Monarch. To claim it, Jin-Woo must do the impossible. He must reach into the void and pull back the souls of those he has defeated. Today, the shadows will learn to obey. Today, the word arise will change the world forever. Scene 1. The weight of the crown. The golden light of the dungeon had turned into a suffocating, abyssal purple. Jin-Woo stood in the center of the hall, his hands still trembling from the final blow he dealt to Igris. Notification. Job change. Shadow Monarch is being applied. Status. Level 45 reached. Warning. The power of the Monarch is too vast for your current vessel. Mana consumption will be massive. Jin-Woo felt a surge of cold energy flowing through his veins. Not the warm glow of a level up, but a freezing, ancient power that felt like it came from the beginning of time. He looked at his hands. They were shrouded in a faint, wispy black smoke. Shadow Monarch, he whispered. I thought I was just getting stronger. I didn't know I was becoming this. The system window flickered again. Skill. Shadow extraction level 1 has been granted. Description. You can extract the mana from a lifeless body to create a shadow soldier. The success rate depends on the target's strength and the time since death. Jin-Woo looked around the room. Thousands of shattered suits of armor lay scattered across the marble floor. These weren't just scraps of metal anymore. They were potential soldiers. Scene 2. The first attempt. Jin-Woo walked toward a group of silver-winged knights he had defeated earlier. Their bodies were cold, their ghostly blue flames long gone. He took a deep breath, focusing on the dark energy swirling in his chest. Extract, he commanded. Extraction failed. The target's soul has already faded. He tried again on another pile of armor. Extract. Extraction failed. Jin-Woo's brow furrowed. The mana cost was hitting him hard. Each attempt drained a significant portion of his MP. He realized that this wasn't just a button he could press. It was a conversation with the dead. He had to impose his will on their lingering spirits. I need to be stronger, he muttered. I need to speak to them not as a hunter, but as their master. He turned his gaze toward the far end of the room, toward the one soul that mattered most. Scene 3. The King and the Commander. Igris the Red-Blood lay sprawled before the throne. Even in death, the commander radiated a sense of dignity and power. His red cape was torn, his armor dented, but his spirit, Jin-Woo, could feel it. It was still there, clinging to the physical world with a stubborn warrior's pride. Target: Blood Red Commander Igris. Rank: Knight Grade. Note: this target is significantly stronger than the player. Success rate is extremely low. You fought well, Jin-Woo said, standing over the fallen boss. You fought with honor, even when I had nothing left. I don't want your strength to rot in this tomb. I want you to walk with me. He reached out his hand, the black smoke around his fingers thickening until it looked like liquid ink. I command you. Jin-Woo's voice echoed through the hall, vibrating with a new, authoritative power. Arise. A shockwave of dark mana erupted from his hand. The shadows on the floor began to boil. For a second, A ghostly hand reached up from the darkness, grabbing the edge of the world. But then, it shattered. Extraction failed. You have 2 attempts remaining. Scene 4, the second rejection. Jin-Woo gritted his teeth. The failure felt like a physical blow to his gut. His mana pool was nearly empty. Again, he growled. Igris, don't let your story end in this hollow hall. Arise and serve the one who bested you. The purple light in the room flared so bright it blinded him. The shadows roared, a sound like 1,000 whispers screaming at once. A massive shadowy figure began to rise from Igris's corpse, its form flickering like a candle in a storm. It looked at Jin-Woo, its eyes glowing with a faint, defiant red light. Then, with a sound of breaking glass, the shadow collapsed back into the body. Extraction failed. You have 1 attempt remaining. Warning, if this attempt fails, the soul will be lost forever. Jin-Woo fell to one knee, sweat pouring down his face. He was exhausted. He was at his limit. He looked at the notification. The soul will be lost forever. No, Jin-Woo whispered. I won't let that happen. I spent my whole life being told I wasn't enough. I won't let this system tell me I can't even claim what I've won. Scene 5, the birth of the Shadow Army. Jin-Woo stood up, his legs shaking but his gaze fixed. He didn't use the system's prompt this time. He closed his eyes and reached into the very core of his shadow. He didn't ask for Igris's strength. He remembered it. He remembered the double dungeon. He remembered the feeling of being a sacrifice. He channeled all that pain, all that hunger for growth into a single word. He didn't shout it. He spoke it with the weight of a monarch. Stop lingering in the past, Jin-Woo said, his voice calm and terrifying. Arise. The ground beneath Igris didn't just bubble. It tore open. A pillar of pure, black void shot up from the floor, hitting the ceiling of the hall. From the center of the darkness, a hand clad in black iron armor reached out. Then a shoulder. Then a helmet with a long, flowing red tassel. Igris stood up, but he wasn't stone or steel anymore. He was made of the very darkness that ruled the dungeon. His armor was sleek, black, and rippling with violet energy. He was taller, more imposing, and his presence was absolute. The commander looked at Jin-Woo. For a long, tense moment, neither moved. Then, Igris slowly sank to one knee, bowing his head in total submission. Extraction successful. Shadow, Igris Nightgrade has joined your army. Jin-Woo let out a breath he didn't know he was holding. He looked at the black-clad knight. Welcome back, Igris. Scene 6. The Legion rises. Jin-Woo didn't stop there. With Igris at his side, the extraction of the other knights became easier. He walked through the hall like a reaper gathering a harvest. Arise, arise, arise. One by one, the shattered suits of armor began to seep black smoke. From the piles of debris, soldiers emerged. Infantry knights with shields, elite archers with bows made of shadow matter, and heavy guards with maces. Shadow soldiers extracted. 30. Shadow soldiers extracted. 50. Shadow soldiers extracted. 112. In less than 10 minutes, the empty, haunted Hall of Knights was filled with a silent, disciplined legion. Hundreds of glowing blue eyes stared at Jin-Woo, waiting for his first command. This. This is my power, Jin-Woo said, looking at the army. He realized he would never have to fight alone again. He was the center of a hive mind, a general of the dead. Notification. Job change quest. Final evaluation. Calculating bonus for the number of shadows extracted. Final rank. Rank performance. Rewards. All stats plus 20. New skill. Shadow storage. New skill. Monarch's domain. Jin-Woo felt his level jump again. His body felt invincible. Scene 7. The return to reality. The dungeon began to dissolve. The black marble walls crumbled into dust and the golden light faded. Jin-Woo found himself back in the abandoned warehouse in Seoul. The morning sun was peeking through the cracked windows, casting long shadows on the floor. To anyone else, it looked like an empty room. But to Jin-Woo, the shadows were alive. He could feel Igris and the 100 soldiers tucked away in the shadow storage. A pocket dimension tied to his own soul. He walked out of the warehouse, his footsteps sounding heavy on the pavement. He looked at his phone. There were dozens of missed calls from Yu Jin-Oh. "Mere Sung, where are you?" The association is calling for a major raid. Something huge is happening on the outskirts. Jin-Woo put the phone away. He didn't need to rush. He looked at his own shadow on the ground. It was longer and darker than it should have been. "The world is about to change," Jin-Woo said to the empty street. "And they aren't ready for what's coming." Scene 8. The Red Gate teaser. Cut to the headquarters of the White Tiger Guild. Baek-Yoon-ho, the Srank Guildmaster, is looking at a satellite image of a forest in the north. A gate has appeared, but it's pulsing with a violent crimson light. "A red gate," Baek whispered, his face pale. "If a team goes in there, they won't be able to come out until the boss is dead. And we have a training squad of key ranks and D ranks heading there right now." "Sir." One more hunter joined the training squad at the last minute. An assistant yelled. Baek looked at the name on the tablet. Sung Jin-Woo. Rank. An E rank in a red gate? Baek slammed his fist on the table. "He's as good as dead. Send a rescue team to the coordinates immediately. Even if we can't get in, we need to be there when. And if the gate opens." Final shot. Jin-Woo standing at the edge of a swirling red gate. He looks at his sister's photo on his phone, then tucks it away. He steps into the red void, followed by the faint, ghostly silhouette of Igris. Jin-Woo enters the most dangerous environment a hunter can face, the Red Gate. In a world of ice and death, where the strong eat the weak, the Shadow Monarch is about to lead his first war. End of episode 2.